Good afternoon, everyone. So, today we are going to start with a new chapter, unit number 4, that is retirement and death of a partner. Okay, so after admission of a partner, we came to know that there is retirement and death of a partner. First of all, we will discuss about the retirement part. Retirement of a partner means willingly or by force a partner may retire from the partnership firm. Okay, so retirement of a partner implies the termination, means the relationship of the partner with the other partners came to an end. Okay, so for example, if there are three partners A, B and C, okay, and now C decided to retire, he himself decided to retire, it means that C has decided not to remain a partner in the firm. Okay, so now after the retirement, or a partner may retire from the firm in case there is an agreement to that effect, means there is an already agreement that the partner must have to retire after this period. Okay, secondly, there may be, in case of all the partners consent to his retirement, all the partners decided or all the partners agreed to one decision that this partner or that specific partner must have to retire from the firm for some reasons. Okay, so if all the partners consent is same, then that specific partner must have to retire from the firm. Okay, in case the partnership is at will, by giving notice in writing to all the other partners of his intention to do so. So thirdly, there is another point, that is the partner wants to retire from the firm, and his intention is giving in written form to the other partners or make known to the other partners. Okay, so technically on retirement the old partnership comes to an end and a new one between the remaining partners comes into existence, means there were an relationship. Okay, there were a relationship and that relationship came to an end, and after the retirement of the retired partner, a new relationship formed between or among the existing partners. Okay, so now when a partner retires, what will he get? Okay, what will he get from his partnership firm? Okay, he is entitled to his share in some accounts. What are those accounts? First one, balance in his capital or current account. The balance remaining at the time of his retirement in his capital or current account will be honored by the retired partners, or the retired partner will get that amount. Okay, share of accumulated profits and reserves. Okay, which means if there is any profit, that profit is to be divided or should give to the retired partner, and if there is any loss, then also that loss has to be borne by the retired partner before his retirement. Okay, so share of profit and loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities. If the assets and liabilities of the firm is revalued at the time of retirement or before the retirement of the partner, then he will get the he will get the profit, share of profit on revaluation, and if there is any loss on revaluation, then also he has to bear that loss. Okay, after that, share of goodwill, the valuation of goodwill and his part of share will be credited to his account. Share of profit and loss from the date of last closing till the date of his retirement, where the partner retires during the accounting period. And if there is any profit and loss in the profit and loss account, then also that has to be bear by the retired partner. Okay, share in the joint life policy, individual life policies, if the partners or partnership firm invest in joint life policy or individual life policies, and the joint life policy and individual life policy's value at that moment or at that period of his retirement, that share has to be credited, or this means the retired partner will get the share of joint life policy's value at that moment. Okay. Interest on capital, salary, etc., commission, actually there is, and if he gave already loan, then interest on loan from the firm from the date of last balance sheet of the date of retirement till the date of retirement from the last balance sheet, that is valued and is shared into the for the accounts of retired partner. Okay. Now at the time of retirement of the partner, changes in profit sharing ratio also required. Okay. So calculation of new profit sharing ratio is required, and as well as calculation of gaining ratio is also required. Okay. So treatment of goodwill also there, and treatment of reserve and accumulated or undistributed profit and losses, revaluation of assets and liabilities, treatment of joint life policy, individual life policies, then payment to the retiring partner, all the payments. Okay. Adjustment of capital accounts. Now calculation of new profit sharing ratio, it is the most important. First of all, we have to calculate the new profit sharing ratio. New profit sharing ratio is the ratio in which the remaining partners of a firm will share the profits after the retirement of the partner. After the retirement of the partner, the continuation share of the existing partner is known as new profit sharing ratio. Okay. So new profit sharing ratio at the time of retirement may have to be determined when nothing is stated about the new profit sharing ratio and remaining partner passes the share of retiring partner. Sometimes nothing is given about the new profit sharing ratio, but we have to calculate it. Okay. But we have to calculate, we have to identify or find out the new profit sharing ratio of the existing partner. But when it is given that the remaining partners purchase the share of retiring partner, purchase the share of retiring partner means the retiring partner has gone and his share of or his part of share in the profit sharing ratio is divided or purchased by the retiring partner. Both the partners or all the partners may purchase that part of share, or you can say that only one partner may also purchase that share of the retiring partner. Okay. Now when one partner retires and nothing is stated about new profit sharing ratio, that is first point. When one partner retires, one partner is retiring, and at that moment we have to calculate a new profit sharing ratio for the existing partner, but nothing has mentioned or nothing is stated about the new profit sharing ratio between the remaining partners. Okay. Between the remaining partners. Now the remaining partners will continue to share profits in the same old ratio as between themselves, because nothing is mentioned about their new profit sharing ratio. Okay. So which means when there is nothing mentioned, not any clue is mentioned, okay, nothing is stated about new profit sharing ratio of the existing partner after the retirement of the retiring partner, okay, at that moment we have to decide, we have to assume that the old profit sharing ratio of the existing partner is the new profit sharing ratio of the continuing or existing partner. Okay. So here Ram, Rahim and Shyam share profits in the ratio 3:2:1. Their old profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. Now Shyam retires, means 1/6 is gone. Okay. Ascertain the new profit sharing ratio of the remaining partner. So nothing is mentioned about remaining new profit sharing ratio. So we have to assume this 3:2. 3:2 means Ram and Rahim. After deducting this Shyam part, okay, 3:2 is the new profit sharing ratio of Ram and Rahim, because nothing is mentioned about the new profit sharing ratio of the existing partner. And for this you can see a calculation. Ram's new share equal to old share plus share acquired from Shyam. Okay. See, Ram's new share. Okay. Ram's new share. His old share is 3/6. Okay, 3/6. Now we have to add on the share acquired from Shyam. Okay, Shyam share is 1/6. Okay, so 3/6 plus 3/30. Okay, so we have to calculate is 3/6 share acquired from Shyam. Share acquired from Shyam means the new profit sharing ratio 3/5. Okay, 3/6 plus 3/5 of 1/6. Of 1/6 means this is the share of Shyam, right? This is the share of Shyam. So what he get from Shyam, 3/5 is the new profit sharing ratio. So as a whole, 3/6 is all and 3/5 is got from 1/6 share. So this will be 30, 18, 3. Okay, so 18/30. Same way, Shyam share is also acquired by Rahim. Rahim's new share. Rahim's new share means, first of all, from Shyam, he got 2/5 of 1/6 means 2/5 into 1/6. Okay, so 30, sorry, 2 is to 2, 1 is to 1, 2 1 the 1, 5 6 30. Okay, now we have to add on the 2/6 plus 2/30. Okay, 30, 12/30. Okay, so first of all we have to calculate the acquired portion of the retiring partner's share by the existing partner. Okay, we have to first of all calculate the acquired portion. Okay, the acquired portion, this is the acquired portion of the retiring partner by the existing partner. So here Ram acquired 3/5 from 1/6 share of Shyam, who is the retiring partner. Okay, and 3/5 of 1/6 means 3/30. Okay, 3/30, that is the gaining ratio, is added with the old share. Okay, so that we can find out the new profit sharing ratio. Same way, Rahim's acquired 2/5. 2/5 means that we have already assumed that there is nothing mentioned about the new profit sharing ratio, so we assume the old profit sharing ratio of the existing partner as new profit sharing ratio, and we multiply that portion of new profit sharing ratio with the retiring partner share, so that we can find out the gaining ratio. 2/30 is the gaining ratio, and this gaining ratio is added with the old profit sharing ratio, and we find out the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, so ultimately it turns into same old profit sharing ratio. 18/30 is to 12/30. That is 18 is to 12 means 6, 3 is to 2. Okay, 3 is to 2. Now, when the remaining partners take over the share of retiring partner in a specified ratio, here it is said that the remaining partners, that is the existing partner, take over the share of retiring partner in a specified ratio. That ratio will be given, that in what ratio the remaining partner purchase the or acquire the retiring partner's share. Okay, here it is not given that in what portion the existing partner acquired the share of the retiring partner, but we assume that the new profit sharing ratio is same with the old profit sharing ratio. So new profit sharing ratio is multiplied with the share of the retiring partner, so that we can find out the gaining ratio, and that gaining ratio is added with the old profit sharing ratio, so that we can find out the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, now it is given that what portion and what how much the share of retiring partners is acquired in a specified ratio by the remaining partner. A, B and C are sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. So they are all profit sharing ratio A, B and C 5:3:2. Okay, 5:3:2. Now B retires. So who will gone? B. Okay, B will retire. His share is taken by A and C in the ratio of 2:1. Now it is given that this ratio is shared by A and C. Okay, the share of B, that is 3/10. 3/10 is acquired by A and C in 2:1 ratio. Okay, 3/10 is acquired by A and C in 2:1 ratio. This is given, and this acquiring ratio you can see here we assumed as 3/5. Okay, that is the new profit sharing ratio, and 2/5 new profit sharing ratio, but it is not given in the previous question. Now it is given that in what portion. Okay, and in what fraction actually the remaining partner or existing partner will acquire the share of the retiring partner. Retiring partner share is 3/10, and that 3/10 will be acquired by the remaining partner A and C in 2:1 ratio. Okay, means 2/3 and 1/3. Okay, now share taken by A. Okay, share taken by A. The share taken 2/3 into 3/10. Okay, 2/3, 2:1. So 2/3 A's portion, and 3/10 is the remaining partner's whole retiring partner's whole share. Okay, so 30. Okay, 30, then 2/6. 30, 10, 2/6. This is not required. 6/30. Okay. Three, 10, 30, 2, 3, 6. Okay. So 1/5. Now, as new share will be, new share means 5 is to 2, means 5, 3, 2. Okay, 5/10 plus old share plus the gaining share, that is 1/5, or if it is fraction into 3, 2, 3, 10. Okay, because the earlier lower part is 10. 2/10, 10, 7. Okay, this is 7. Now we also have to calculate for C. Share taken by C. C's share taken by 1/3 into 3/10. Okay, this is the retiring partner share and acquiring share of C existing partner 1 by 3. So we have to multiply it 3 by 30. Okay, 3 by 30, 1 by 10. Now C's new share. New share means we have to add on the old share 2 by 10 plus 1 by 10. Okay, 3 by 10. Now their ratio is 7:3. Okay, 7:3 is the new ratio. After that, we have to calculate the gaining ratio. Okay, see how to calculate gaining ratio. As I already told you that there is a formula of on. Okay, on means old and n means new. Okay, so always for finding out sacrificing and gaining ratio, we have to follow this on formula. From old ratio, okay, from old ratio we can deduct the new ratio, and if the answer is in positive, then it is sacrificing. Okay, then it is sacrificing. If the answer is in negative, then it is gaining. And there is another formula for which to find out the gaining ratio we can follow this formula also. Gaining no. Okay, no means from new we have to deduct the old ratio. Okay, for find out the gaining ratio from new ratio we have to deduct the old ratio. Okay, and for calculating the sacrificing ratio we have to deduct the old ratio from new ratio. You can follow both the formula, but if you follow this on formula, means old ratio deduct new ratio, then if the solution is in or the answer is in minus or negative, then it is gaining. Okay, but if it is positive or in plus symbol, then it is sacrificing. Okay, but without following or instead of this formula, you can follow this new ratio minus old ratio, which will give you the gaining ratio. Okay, gaining ratio. Now calculation of gaining ratio. Why the need of calculation of gaining ratio is here? Okay, why it is needed to calculate? In the absence of any agreement, okay, see from here, the need for calculating gaining ratio arises for the treatment of goodwill and surrender value of joint life policy, individual life policy when a partner retires or dies. So when a partner retires or as well as die, then at that moment goodwill has to be divided among the divide to the, or the share of goodwill has to give to the retired died death partner. Okay, and also the value of joint life policy, surrender value of joint life policy as well as individual life policy has to be given or credited to retired or death partner. Okay, now in the absence of any agreement as to their future profit sharing ratio, the remaining partners will continue to share in the same old ratio that existed between them prior to retirement or death of the partner. If there is nothing is mentioned about the old and new profit sharing ratio, or in the absence of any agreement, then the old profit sharing ratio of the existing partner, okay, of the existing partner after the retirement or death of the partner will be same and known as new profit sharing ratio. If the new ratio of the remaining partners is given, the gaining ratio is required to be calculated. But if the new ratio is given, then we have to calculate the gaining ratio by deducting the new ratio from the, or by deducting the old ratio from the new ratio. Okay, why the need is here? When the new ratio is not given, the gaining ratio would be same as the old profit sharing ratio. New ratio যদি দিয়া নাথাকে তেনেহলে কি হ'ব? Gaining ratio একেটাই হ'ব, same. Okay, old profit sharing ratio or gaining ratio same hobo jodi new profit sharing ratio dia nathake. If it is not given the new profit sharing ratio, then gaining ratio is same with old profit sharing ratio. When the new ratio is not given but the share of purchase of retiring partners share is given, new ratio is not given but the purchase of retiring partner share by the existing partner is given, means retiring partner is gone and his share is divided among the existing partner in some fraction or in some portion. Okay, the gaining ratio would be the share in which the remaining partners agreed to share the retiring partner share. So yat ki hobo, gaining partners kejone junto share mote retiring partner share to divide korim boli koisile, hey portion to hobo gaining ratio. Okay, when the new ratio is given, the gaining ratio is calculated by deducting the old ratio from the new ratio. Okay, now see, A, B and C are equal partners in a firm. Equal means 1:1:1. B retires and remaining partners decide to share the profits of the new firm in the ratio of 5:4. B retires, existing partners A and C, and they decided to distribute the profit sharing ratio or be in the profit sharing ratio as 5:4. Now we have to calculate the gaining ratio because old profit sharing ratio is also given and new profit sharing is also given. Old profit sharing ratio of the existing partner 1:1 and 1:1:1, so 1/3 and 1/3, and new profit sharing ratio of the existing partner 5:4, that is 5/9 and 4/9. Now from the new ratio we have to deduct the old ratio. 5/9 less 1/3, 4/9 less 1/3. So the new ratio, so the gaining ratio is 2:1. Okay, now see, on 1st January 2021, PQR were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5/10, 3/10, 2/10. So 5:3:2. PQR were in a partnership firm 5:3:2. On this date, Q retires. Q retires means 3/10 is gone. The new profit sharing ratio of P and R will be 3/5 and 2/5. Okay, so new profit sharing ratio is also given. There is old profit sharing ratio. Now we have to calculate the gaining ratio by deducting the old profit sharing ratio from the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, so 3/5 minus 5/10, 2/5 minus 2/10. So the gaining ratio of P and R is 1:2. So when the share of retiring partner is taken by the remaining partner in a specified ratio, in this point, the ratio in which the remaining partner acquired a share of the retiring partner is the ratio of gain, which means the remaining partners acquired a share of the retiring partner in some fraction or portion. That fraction or portion is the ratio of gain, means gaining ratio. Aju, Biju and Raju were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 1/5, 1/3 and 7/15 respectively. Okay, Raju retires. Aju, Biju and Raju. Okay, Aju, Biju and Raju 1/5, 1/3 and 3/15. Okay, Raju retires and his share was taken up by A and B in the ratio of 3:2. Raju retires, he's gone. So A and B will share this portion into 3:2. A and B, that is Aju and Biju. Okay, now we have to calculate the new ratio and gaining ratio. Nothing is mentioned about the new ratio. Okay, only the fraction of share fraction or portion that is acquired by the remaining partner of the retiring partner is given. So we have to calculate the new ratio as well as gaining ratio. Since Raju was getting 7/15 share in the profit on his retirement, his share will be divided among Aju and Biju in the ratio of 3:2. Okay, his share means Raju's share 7/15 will be acquired by Aju and Biju in 3:2. So when Aju takes 3/5, okay, of 7/15, okay. This is multiplication. 15, 3, 7, 21. Okay, 21/15. His new share will be, this is the acquiring portion of Aju from the retiring partner Raju. Okay, so new profit sharing ratio, old ratio is 1/3 plus 21/75. 1/3, 1/5. 1/5 plus 21/75. Okay, this will be 75, 15 plus 21, 36/75. Same way, when Biju takes 2/5, okay, 3:2 is the acquiring share, so 2/5 of 7/15, that is 14/75. Okay, and his new share will be 1/3 plus 14/75, 39/75. New profit sharing ratio is 36:39, that is 12:13, and gaining ratio is 3:2. Okay, 3:2 because 21 and 14. This is the gaining ratio. Ultimately 3:2. Okay, so in this way, when new profit sharing ratio and old ratio is given, it is very easy to find out the gaining ratio by deducting the old ratio, old share from the new share. Okay, but when it is not given anything about the new profit sharing ratio, only it is given the old profit sharing ratio of the old partners, and after the retirement the acquiring portion of the existing or remaining partner from the retiring partner is given. So in that problem we have to find out the new profit sharing ratio and as well as gaining ratio. Okay, in this problem you can see how to calculate it. So go through all these points: how to calculate new profit sharing ratio, then how to calculate the gaining ratio, why it is necessary to find out the gaining ratio, and after that when the acquiring portion of the retiring partner by the existing partner is given, then how to calculate the new profit sharing ratio and gaining ratio. After that we will discuss about treatment of goodwill on retirement. There is most important one thing actually, that is hidden goodwill. Okay, after that we will discuss about hidden goodwill, how to find out the hidden goodwill at the time of retirement of a partner in a partnership firm. Okay.